Sunshine. S-U-N-S-H-I-N-E. Sunshine. That's how almost everybody described her. Just one look and you wouldn't have to ask why. She just gleams like the sun in the sky. Her face itself, you could stare into forever. But when she smiles, forever and infinity would never be long enough to appreciate the sincerity of her smile. But to me, she wasn't sunshine. No, to me, she was snow. Why? Well, it's because everyone knows what snow looks like. Everybody knows what snow is, but not everyone has felt it or experienced it. And I was just an everybody. I knew she was out there somewhere. I knew how she looked, but I had just never encountered her or knew what it took to face loveliness only found in fairy tale books. When I first saw her, wow, she had me flabbergasted. How her serenity was just so real, I couldn't understand it. She could have any man. I mean, if you saw her yourself, you'd be like, well, damn! All the words they used to describe her, pure injustice. For they didn't describe the simple fact that she was flawless. More dandy than Christmas Day, with a smile so warm, it could light the way. Marvelous jades twisted in her eyes from the day she was born. A closer look and a million constellations sparkled, I could have sworn. Her beauty was utterly unbelievable. Her heart utterly unachievable. Oh my, she had me the moment we said hi. A few seconds of eye contact was just too much. With a look like that, I couldn't help but blush. She noticed, although I tried hard to keep my cool. Sweat down my brow, I looked like a fool. I had no idea how to react, yet I needed to find a way to stay in contact. So I went up to her and said, "Excuse me, lady," trying to be polite, you know. "Are you doing anything on this wonderful night?" She smiled at me saying, "On this wonderful night, no, I'm not busy. But what makes you say that this night is so wonderful?" I replied slyly, "Night because the dusk has finally settled, and wonderful because an angel has finally come down to my level." We had dinner that night, a date a week after. We complimented each other well from our inside jokes to our laughter. Months turned into years. And finally, my life as I knew it was perfect. And we lived happily ever after. Or so I thought. You see, you can't keep everything you've got. Nothing lasts forever. I learned that the hard way. On that day, she was buried 6 feet under. They say cancer got her. And you would never know that feeling, coming home Saturday evening to an empty house with an empty heart, stumbling on stairs we used to walk together, and all you do is just fall apart, in pieces like broken frames. People think you've moved on, but time doesn't quench the flames. It hurts when someone leaves, but this feeling isn't the same. It hurts more when you can't do anything about it, and so you're just stuck in time, unable to define pain. I'm sorry I made you believe the story ended happily, but it's only because it's what I want to believe. Deceiving myself, not thinking about the present, but living in the past. When people called her sunshine and I called her snow. And maybe why I stay out so late is because I hope to see you somewhere. And maybe the reason why I've kept single all this time is because I still feel tingles down my spine whenever I think of the days I used to call her mine. And maybe she really was snow, because just as winter transitions to spring, and spring transitions to summer, I lost the best I ever had. My lover. Thank you.